All right, if you've been on X, Twitter, lately, you have probably seen the name Clawdbot just blowing up your feed. And there's a ton of hype, right? And maybe a little bit of confusion about what this new AI tool actually is. So let's just dive in and cut right through all that noise and figure out what's really going on here. I want you to just imagine this for a second. What if you had an AI that didn't just answer your questions, but what if it could actually run parts of your life for you? Really manage things. That's the core promise of Clawdbot. And you've got to admit, it's a pretty powerful one.
And this isn't just some science fiction concept. People are already showing off what it can do. It can literally manage your calendar, setting up a coffee date with just a simple command. It can rip through your inbox and summarize your emails, keep your shopping lists updated, and get this, it can even connect directly to your Notion workspace and act like a second brain. But what's really next level is that it can proactively research topics it thinks you're interested in and just send you the reports. This is where it starts to feel less like a tool and a lot more like a genuine assistant.
So what exactly is this thing? It's really important to get the basics right here, because all of its power, well, it comes from how it's built. So let's break down the tech behind it. Okay, so here's the crucial point. Clawdbot is an open-source application that you install and run on your own machine. We're talking your home computer or a server you have in the cloud. It is not a website you just log into. Think of it like the glue. It's the thing that connects the chat apps you use every single day, like Telegram or WhatsApp, to the massive AI models that do all the actual thinking.
And this right here, this clears up the single biggest point of confusion out there. Clawdbot is not the same thing as Claude. Clawdbot is the application, the framework you install. Claude, which is made by Anthropic, is a large language model. It's one of the brains that Clawdbot can use. But it's not the only one. You could plug in Google's Gemini if you wanted to. The best way to think about it is this. Clawdbot is the car, and Claude is just one possible engine you can decide to put inside it.
So how does this simple little application become so incredibly powerful? Well, the real magic, and honestly the real danger of Clawdbot, comes from one simple fact about how it operates.
This is it. This is the whole ballgame. When you install Clawdbot, you're giving it permission to do anything on your computer that you can do. It's not sandboxed or stuck safely inside a browser tab. No, it's living directly on your machine with the keys to the entire kingdom. And this complete lack of confinement is what makes it so different. As one developer put it, it has no guardrails. It's just like a living agent that's been unleashed on your local machine. It's basically an autonomous agent with some seriously deep privileges.
So what does full system access actually mean it can do? Well, it can create files, it can write code for you, open your browser, and check all of your emails. But what's truly wild is that it can even modify its own code and restart itself. The creators describe this as being like doing surgery on yourself. That's a level of autonomy that we just haven't seen before in a tool for regular people.
But as you can probably imagine, that kind of power comes with a price. And that price isn't just about money. We're talking about technical complexity, some pretty big security risks, and the potential for some real chaos. First off, this is not a simple one-click install from an app store. Not at all. You need to be comfortable using a command line terminal, setting up a server, juggling a bunch of API keys, and troubleshooting bugs on your own. So if words like CLI or terminal are totally new to you, this is probably going to be a very steep learning curve. Then there's the security. And this is a big one, because Clawdbot is so new and it has open ports to the internet. It really hasn't been battle-tested against security threats. You're basically running a super powerful internet-connected agent on your own machine that hasn't gone through years and years of security hardening. That is a significant risk you have to consider.
And the risk isn't just from outside hackers either. The AI itself can make mistakes, what we call hallucinations, and those mistakes can have very real consequences. As one user pointed out, if they go through my contacts and decide to send a text message or an email to an ex-girlfriend, that's something that can actually happen. This isn't some flawless assistant. It's a powerful system that can and definitely will make unpredictable errors.
And finally, let's talk money. Because this bot can work proactively, it's always looking for things it can do for you, it can start running all sorts of tasks and burning through millions of tokens without you even asking. People have reported seeing their API bills hit hundreds of dollars per day. So it's incredibly powerful, but that power can get very expensive very, very fast. So after all of that,
the incredible power and the pretty serious risks, we get to the big question. Should you actually use this thing? Well, it really, really depends on who you are. Okay, so the bottom line kind of breaks down like this. If you're a developer, a tinkerer, a real AI enthusiast who's totally comfortable in the terminal and you're willing to monitor the system closely, then yeah, absolutely, this could be an amazing tool for you. But if you're a beginner, if you're very security conscious, if you're on a tight budget, or if you need an assistant that is 100% reliable all the time, it's probably best to just wait and let this thing mature a bit. Which leaves us with this one final thought. Clawdbot gives us this fascinating, and yeah, maybe a little frightening glimpse into the future. A future where these AI agents are deeply woven into our lives, with just immense power, but also significant risks and costs. So is this the future of personal AI? For now, it's a future that's been unleashed, but maybe only for the brave to explore.